They're on a bit of a grinning streak. 25 years in the business. Barenaked Ladies alive and strong. New album out next week. And two of the four joining us right now, Ed Robertson and Kevin Hearn. Gentlemen, good morning all the way from Toronto. Nice to see you too.
Good morning, Riaz. How you doing?
Awesome, awesome. Now, I have to say, Ed, last time we interviewed you in the group was during the Olympics, Vancouver. It was for All in Good Time, and I asked you, what can we expect from the album? And you said, more hits than Thriller. Best tease line ever. What about this one? 1 week away from grinning streak. What are we going to see?
Well, I think the first thing you'll notice is a power outage in the Port Moody area. That's been a big focus of this record for us. So it's actually quite timely that that's occurring right now.
Great local twist.
It's our first single.
It's our first single.
Yes.
Oh, man. You know, it's amazing to say 25 years in the business, not only a Canadian staple, you guys have been around the world.
We like to say, Riaz, let me correct you. We say 25 years in the game.
In the game?
Yeah, 25 years in the game, just because then people know that you're keeping it real.
Okay. We like the street cred here on BT, so thanks for the correction, Ed. 25 years in the game. Take us back to year one.
There you go.
First time ever on stage. Kevin, what do you remember about Ed, the boys, the whole vibe? First time ever on stage as a group.
My first day on stage, we were playing at a football game, and we had to run to the center of the field through a line of cheerleaders with fireworks going off, and I thought, oh, this is a pretty cool gig.
Kev's the new guy in the band. He's only been in the band 17 years.
Yeah. So Ed,
that was my first show.
First show for you, Kev, right there. Ed, for you, first time on stage with the group. What do you remember?
My first time was just down the street here at Toronto City Hall. It's ironic that we were banned from City Hall a few years later, which was a huge publicity coup for us. But our very first gig was a fundraiser for a food bank here in Toronto at City Hall. And for one reason or another, Steve and I missed all 3 rehearsals leading up to the show and went on stage cold, never having played together before. And so that was kind of what started the whole tradition of improv and spontaneity in the show. It was because we didn't have any material.
And now, 2 decades later, the material keeps coming, which is simply amazing. I mean, you mentioned Stephen Page right there. It's been a few years since the transition. Do you guys feel that as a 4-piece, you've truly found the groove now and the whole new direction is in full swing?
Well, on the last record, we were still very much going through that whole transitional process. On this one, we've got tours under our belt as a 4-piece, and we've kind of moved on, and it felt a lot more relaxed and a lot more fun and upbeat, and I think you can hear that in the record.
And frankly, I think it was a miracle that we were able to stand up.
Frankly, I don't give a damn.
And this record, I think, you know, as Kev said, we're back on our feet and have really found our stride again. I think you hear that confidence in the record.
And you know, we're hearing the sounds of you guys doing your thing on BT Toronto earlier this morning. Ed, want to quickly talk about this in terms of collaborations, duets. Chris Hadfield, International Space Commander. Such a cool experience to watch this. What was this like for you to collaborate with a man like this, given the nature of the distance between you two?
Well, it was a really cool collaboration. I mean, the thing that's amazing about Chris is you can be working on a song with him, and then he can say, I can literally see the power outage in the Port Moody area from the ISS. So from his vantage point, he can keep me abreast of the various outages around the Vancouver area. No, he's an amazing guy, incredibly proficient and professional and accomplished, and technically the guy is a wizard, and yet he is this folksy, down-to-earth, amazing communicator, and he brought that technical, unfathomable experience to the people. He did such an amazing job.
I like his singing voice.
Yeah. Great. That's like, when has an astronaut had such a sweet singing voice?
Did he say to you, like, you work on that second verse, I just got to go, I'm going to outer space for 6 months?
Yeah, exactly. Except he wrote the second verse.
Oh, love hearing the stories, guys. Ed, Kevin, thanks so much. Big week for you. We'll let you guys get back to the press circuit. Brand new album, Grinning Streak, in stores next Tuesday. Single now available on iTunes. And if you want to find out more, barenakedladies.com.